Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 here today on the channel. We have episode 2 of my Millennium Dawn Modern Day campaign. We're playing as Germany. Here today, we're going to continue to rebuild Germany, rebuild the infrastructure and the economy. It's now booming under Angela Merkel. And we're also going to try and help out our American friends and where we've intervened in. So, if you'd like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. Got to say a massive thank you firstly to this month's YouTube channel members. Massive thank you to Divine Overhand, Mikey, Eric, Chuckles the Hut, Green Nero 1, Dimitri H and Hector Bay. Really appreciate those guys. It's currently January 2003 and we're currently intervening in other conflicts. We've got 2 units down in the Congo trying to help on out our democratic Western Outlook allies. We've wrapped up with helping in Indonesia, and we've also got another theatre to the north as well. We've had another successful European campaign, nice, and we're slowly but surely taking tiles and helping out down here. We want to try and level up and gain experience for both our operational units and battalions, and also improve our land doctrine capabilities. So they've capitulated, which is interesting. So there's a multi-country conflict going on down here. It's kind of crazy to see how many are involved. So we've got Congo, Uganda, Rwanda, and then we've got the movement here that we're allying with. So we'll try and get involved in as many of these as we can, particularly if they're pro-Western outlook. Back up in the north with the Northern Alliance, I would love to send more units, but they're really quite struggling. The Americans are yet to put the full force of Washington in there, so hopefully that will change. But if we're lucky, we might be able to get some war justifications against some of these countries. So we might be able to get involved down here. We might be able to get some puppets in the future. But yeah, hopefully we can grow the German economy and have a proper standing army. We're currently president of the European Union for now. We've still got 2 more years of that term. I've currently gone with alternate historical focuses, so I have no idea how the world and global theatres in this game are going to shape up, what NATO, CSTO and the Americans are going to do overall. Alright, hopefully we can take some tiles down here, but we're really struggling logistics-wise. There's a bunch of cities down there that hopefully we can take. The quicker we can wrap up this war, the better. Nice, we've managed to flank west quite well. And we did manage to send some more German volunteers down here to one of their neighbouring countries. So you should be able to move from here. So now we've got 4 German battalions operating in the Congo. But I can't imagine the nature, the animals, the flora and fauna down here. It's one of the nasty environmentally places in the game, just because the logistics are so harsh and hard. But we are starting to take some of the major capture points, which is good. We're also slowly but surely upgrading Germany's naval capacity. We're not going to be able to afford or really construct, honestly, a large navy, but we will need some for some amphibious and naval operations at some point in the future. So it's not a bad idea growing that now. But I think we need to basically focus on submarines, just because they're a lot cheaper to construct. Look, if we do get spare dockyards here and there, we might be able to get some aircraft carriers, because they can be quite helpful. Able to have helicopters, fighter jets, and close air support on the seas. Able to help out. Because sometimes it can be a little bit tricky not having air support when you go after a country. Because you want to try and, if you're navally invading, you want to try and get the port quickly, but then if you're bordering a faction, you want to try and grab their airfields as quickly as possible. Particularly in the Millennium Door modern day mod. If you're playing as smaller factions and countries, I can't recommend enough. Being able to get air supremacy, if you can, is vital. It can really change the tide in the war, even with an inferior force, having air supremacy. Alright, so still quite close. They've nearly lost 1,000 to the enemy 8k, but there's no telling how many Germans we've exactly lost. They're progressing more so in the west rather than the east, but we're really quite struggling to send volunteers. The Germans, the Italians, and the American coalition, we're really struggling to progress. It's nearly been going on for a year or so. Hopefully that can change. We've had better foreign operations in Indonesia and in Africa here. But the economy is pretty good. We've increased our military spending, hopefully again. We're making 8 billion in the bank. And we probably can go down to back Deutsche Bank. Article 50 has been triggered by Sweden. Seriously? Oh, wow. It looks like Sweden and the UK will be leaving NATO. Oh, they've gone with the nationalist outlook. Shit. Looks like Sweden is never going to join. Look, they like set to in the future, now in 2022. And the UK looks like they want to leave the European Union as well. Okay. Alright, we're going to be able to surround some of these guys here. Should be able to make quick work of them. Nice. I'm sure the Northern Congolese were hesitant at first, seeing a European power back in the Congo helping them out, but they seem to be accepting our offer of assistance. Oh, here we go. Japan demands reparations. Okay. What's going on in Japan? I wonder what's going to happen to them in this playthrough. Because it's the wild, wild west at the moment. I used to love this mod called Chaos AI. I don't think there's been an update for it, but that was my type of Hearts of Iron for when everything's mental. Yeah, they are slowly taking territory. It's just a matter of time. Alright, they're still mostly democratic and Western outlooking Japan, but I wonder if that will change. Alright, we're going to try and continue with this encirclement here. As we're looking like we're about to put in a Western allied Democratic Republic of Congo. So we can get access to the valuable metallurgy, which is in this part of the world, cobalt. In Hoi 4, obviously, the rare earth metals and technology needed metals as well. If we can get some war justifications down here, and hopefully prime access to trade agreement, we're really going to be able to rebuild the German army effectively. We're not doing this purely being altruistic. Workers' contact disputed. We're going to lose construction speed. And I don't really want to lose political party. Fuck. These are all not really good choices overall. A little bit of RNG, unfortunately, I think. The construction speed is going to suck. We might have to do that, though. Alright, but we are really rapidly taking more territory down here. We're doing better down here in the south rather than the north. Maybe because we've got 4 units here rather than the 1 in the north. But it looks like we're going to be able to surround them here as well nicely. My god, what a crazy amount of events going on here. Yeah, look at the resources here, dude. It's actually insane. So hopefully, if we can continue things going, we're going to be able to get access to them. Oh, nice. We've popped up to 500k pop. Manpower-wise. Nice. If we get to about 1,700k, we'll be fine. Alright. We're on the final stretches down here, though. The further we move south, it seems to be less harsh on the logistics front. Let's make a surrounding maneuver here. And if we can cut them off completely... Nice. Small fish in a big pond. We've got some more German business bureaucracy. We might need to take the slight increase of corruption. It's only to 2, then we'll pay it back. I think that would be a worthy sacrifice. And we'll go back again. We're also slowly but surely bringing down national debt. We're improving our air force capabilities and military. 3 years. We've even revolutionized the army quite a bit. So we're making plans and preparations for once a hot war happens with Germany. We'll be fine. Yeah, I wish I could send more. I might need to send military aid because I don't know what the hell's going on here. I want to try and speed this up. Maybe just clear this. The coalition is getting gains, but not enough. Like, we really need to speed things up or otherwise the Americans won't be able to fulfill Operation Freedom in the West if they get sort of bogged down here in Afghanistan. Nice. Let's pressurize them now that they are surrounded and have no supply. Let's continue to try and take some of these smaller tiles as well. Thankfully these guys were pro-Western, so we could come down here and help out and aid effectively. Alright, we've got 600 convoys as well. Our fuel is looking good. More fighter jets coming, and we're also improving our electronic and industry base. Yeah, can't recommend enough if you're playing as Germany. Try and get those research slots. Prioritize them. You can be able to research a hell of a lot to help the nation. Well, I guess we push further south to try and take their key territory now. And we'll get this war wrapped on up. Because we're really the defining factor in this. Backing and propping up these rebels. They probably wouldn't have been able to get this far without us. No way. We definitely have... Well, even playing as Germany now. This early on, we still have superior logistics and equipment compared to our African counterparts. Hey, so they pieced out. Oh, but they were, 2 countries were puppeted, which is interesting. Okay. Oh god, we've really split it up. But they've made peace with the rest, so We can request licenses with the North if we want. Oh, we can't even get a trade agreement. So maybe we improve relations with them. So the CDR has capitulated. And it's really split up as well. Alright. Yeah, look at this. So we can justify against them. Hang on, where was that? So not against our allies that we fought with. However, we can go against the Congo. Nice, this is what I want. Because it's very hard to get war justifications as a democratic nation. So we might be better off to do that. But it might draw in a couple of others. Maybe negotiate licenses with our allies. Yeah, so they've been puppeted. So we can actually go to war and justify and get a casus belli against the CDR. And I'm actually tempted to do so. Alright. Yeah, because we kind of want to do it before it goes away. But they did puppet them, which is interesting. Alright, so it's going to take 250 days. But we're going to be able to war deck them, which is what we want to do. So it looks like they either puppeted them and then like pieced out with them. So they didn't like fully annex the countries, which is interesting. Alright, I've got the North and South going at it here. We can even war deck these guys as well. So we might as well do them as well. Maybe if we can try and get some territory down here. We'll eventually try and puppet some others. But this is how we're going to be able to get into some conflicts early on. Spread democracy. Spread Western outlook. Stabilize the region. But overall, improve the German economy, am I right? Alright, back up in the north. Turkey's now getting involved. Still can't send any more military forces. We might be able to send them a bunch of military aid, potentially. We can send them some UAVs. That's probably not a bad idea. We've got 11 of them. That won't cost them too much on the manpower front. Maybe we just need to help them out with their air support. Because maybe that's where they're struggling. Maybe this might turn the tide. The problem is if we do give them fighter jets, they're going to need properly trained men to use them. August 2003 now. Yeah. I don't know what the Americans are doing. They should be doing a lot better. Anyway, are there any other wars we can look to send some of these volunteers? In the north and the south. I think we back the south, actually. Looking at these two, but then don't seem the most overly appeasing. Both of them. Maybe we support the south, I think. Here's a sick cowboy hat, so why not? Yeehaw. Alright, let's send 2 divisions there. I don't think I get involved in this one, because this is non-aligned in outlook, so I think we'll leave that one there. What's going on down here in Liberia? Okay. And Sierra Leone are at it. Weird. I guess... Yeah, so the British are helping out Western Outlook. So I guess I send... we only can send 1. It's interesting that Britain's down there. Helping out in the Cape of Africa. Okay. The Gold Coast. Yeah, well maybe we send 1. Particularly if Britain are helping them out. It's probably a good idea. It's probably not a good idea to go against them. We still want to go down Angela Merkel, but can we? Alright, let's get some building slots. Oh wow, okay. The South are not looking good. They've lost an crucial city. Oh my god. They're really quite outnumbered. Hang on. So... Oh, there's a river there as well. So let's try and get to the front line and try and help out the South. Yeah, who's ever... I don't even know about this conflict, to be honest, in real life. I don't even know who's backing who. Geopolitics-wise. I would imagine the West is probably back in the South. I don't know. Could be wrong. Alright, back over here. We should be able to get our volunteers eventually to Sierra Leone. We just need one of them, though. Who have we got? Who can we send? We'll send you. Just the one. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what dictates how many units we can send. I don't know. Sometimes we can send more than one. Okay. So, German divisions and battalions are trading fire on the front line. And we might be able to get a breakthrough here. How's our spending going? Alright. Just shy of 9 billion. And we're making a nice push here. I always nearly tend to go to print money. Hopefully I don't accidentally click it. Alright, still re-establishing the Air Force. That's only 370. That's not too crazy of a head of time penalty. Seem to be winning on the west here. Not so much on the east. That one division has arrived in Sierra Leone. 1st of September 2003. And I suppose we try and help out our British allies. Interesting that they were there pretty early on. Oh god, Liberia's western. You'd imagine the Americans would be backing Liberia. Crazy little thing that's going on here. The fuck? You know, well, maybe I should have... I didn't want to... Dude, that conflict nearly could have had Germans and Brits at each other's throat. Alright, we took a tile, but then we got pushed back overall. But at the end of the day, they've left the EU in this series, along with Sweden. So I wonder if they'll leave NATO in the end. Alright, and we can go to war 1st of April 2004. Just need to wait for our supplies to replenish. Ooh, 13k, that's not good. Our allied forces have lost. Ah, okay. So there was a civil war. That's what did it. In Liberia, and Guinea and Sierra Leone backed the rebels. Huh. So maybe I should have backed... Liberia instead. I only went there because of the Brits. Maybe the Brits are back the wrong horse in this race. We're slowly but surely going with genetic engineering as well, which will give us more access to our pop. We seem to be winning down here though, barely. We seem to be taking more territory in the Congo than down here on the coast. But I kind of don't like it that we're going against Liberia at the moment, which obviously have close ties to the States. And they're Western as well. God damn Brits. I'm surprised they were so keen to go after them. Alright, we might be able to make another push here, because it looks like we've got a opening. Oh, it swung back again. Yeah, it's this advancement and then additional push. We might be able to win it in the west though this time. Because if we continue this up, we should be able to get another war justification, this time against Sudan. Oh. The Persians are helping them out. Alright, interesting. Alright, so we can get some air support now a bit better. We actually can construct US maritime planes, which is interesting. As we go into 2004. We could have let the acquisition go through, but then China's going to influence us. Fuck. I don't want the political parties to lose cohesion though, so we might have to let them. Fuck. Non-align's growing in the country. So who's really influencing us now? Them. Followed by Sweden. Which is interesting because they seem to be moving away from the European Union as well. Well, they're going to leave. But they seem to be really going away from Europe's sphere of influence. Alright, let's upgrade our fighter jets, I think, as well. We're going to be able to get the 5th gen in. Alright, let's go with the Typhoon. Just need to keep an eye on our budget, but we might be able to increase some of our spending here if we're lucky. Because that might be worth it, to be honest. And getting increased uni education. Dude, we're really struggling here, unfortunately. Alright, Agenda 2010 has been complete, because we still want to go down to the Angela Merkel path. Oh, we can actually do it straight away. Nice. As it is the 1st of January 2004. Yeah. Not making as much of a dent here as I would ideally like. Just sort of trading back and forth. But regardless, if we really influence or change the outcome of the war, we're still leveling up our German military a bit. We don't need to increase the draft, I think we're good. Resource wise, we're actually making a bunch of steel. We probably could go with a mixed economy as well, to be fair. Because we're not even too low on the resource front, even if a lot of it does get exported. We can get more. Alright, this seems to be a little bit better. But we will have to get ready because a war's coming in April. And we're going to try and do as much as we can, because once we actually get into a war ourselves, we're going to need to withdraw our foreign volunteers, because unfortunately once you're in an active war you can't actually send volunteers around, and we're actually making a pretty nice charge. Or maybe we'll try and push for it as quick as we can. We might be able to cut them off if we're quick enough, because that, oh, this is a very narrow corridor. We just simply don't have the supplies. Oh, nice. They finally broke through. Oh, because there's Iranians there helping out. Oh, I wonder if that did it. Or maybe the AI got sick of fighting over it, so the US committed more. Nice. So it looks like it's about to fall. We're nearly about to cut them off here. Norway want to increase further investment. Yep. Fine with that. France attacking Switzerland's influence in their country. Alright, can't currently go down any of this. Yeah, it's basically just looking at the cost-based analysis sometimes of the ahead-of-time penalty. Look, if it's only a couple of days, it's not too crazy. Oh, nice. We can get a better quality rifle here. Hell yeah. Improved small arms, the 2015 variant. Nice. That's going to be huge now that we've got our own foreign conflict coming around the corner. It's going to be a while before we can get another better quality small arms. Oh, dude, we are really struggling here. I'm kind of happy that we're probably going to be out of it soon, to be fair. Right, how long we got left? Wait, no, it's a different Congo. Why have they split up? Oh, God, hang on. Dude, the region is kind of crazy. So we've got this one going, and then we got this here. Still can't war deck either of them. We made a really nice push here. But the south might have just lost too many. Like, we got to be quick because we're not going to be here for much longer. We're going to have to withdraw our forces. Italy wants an investment offer, sure. Italy can be a little bit tricky in this game. They tend to leave NATO quite a bit. Right, more military factories on the way as well. Yeah, so sometimes their allegiances can move a bit. Yeah, it's interesting that their neighbours are helping them out. 1st of May 2005. I think that's what it needs to go. So it's going to be a bit. So maybe we get increased transatlantic trade with the Americans. And maybe we'll help out with this final push. As we've got the Aussies here with their Bushmans. I'm happy we sent some of those vehicles over. Those things are fucking fantastic. To, well, you know what. Nice. Only one more tile left before they capitulate. And we're about to wrap up that over there. Nice. The Northern Alliance won. Yeah, I wonder what the Americans are going to do. We couldn't justify a war goal against them. No, not if they were going to become a US ally. I'd rather not. Anyone else neighbouring? No. Non-aligned. But that might change. You never know. A lot of countries involved in helping out, though. Iceland, Turkey, the Americans. We probably can stop those licenses. As, well. Nice, they finally did it. Only took them till March 2004. Jeez. And we're still waiting for this to trickle on over as well. Alright. The Bourne Agreement, okay, I don't know what that means. Okay, so... Oh, they did install a pro-Western government. Interesting. And now the war justification's gone as well. Alright, we've got a bunch of political power spare, so we might as well upgrade the German defense sector now, as our governmental expenditures, our policies, and other internal interests seem to be on point, which is superb. Alright, we've made it to April, and we are ready to go to war with the Congo. So, we're going to leave it here on a cliffhanger, and we'll have this for episode 3. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed episode 2. It was a good one. The coalition won their war in that theatre. It got wrapped up. We also wrapped up our Congolese involvement. We had a little bit of help with the Sudanese in the north, struggling in Liberia, which is interesting. But we're going to have our first hot war. I want to try and take as much, if we're successful, which is going to be a little bit hard because we're going to have to navally invade down there. I don't know how we're going to get there otherwise. We could maybe aerially drop in from like Madagascar or some small island somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, looks like we're going to have our first real war, our first real test in the campaign. Have I done enough to rebuild the German military? Will we be successful in the Congo? Who knows? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Like and sub if you haven't already. Would really appreciate it. And stay tuned for episode 3. Coming out the exact same time tomorrow. Also got to say a massive thank you to this month's YouTube channel members again as well. Massive thank you to Divine Overhand, Mikey, Eric, Chuckles the Hunt, Green Arrow 1, Dimitri H, and Hector Bay. Really appreciate those guys. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.